Hello and welcome to Mr. Wiley Teaches Math. Today we're going to look at parallel and perpendicular lines and some of the relationships that result when we have them. So parallel lines are lines that never intersect, and we mark them with arrows, not on the ends, but partway down the line at some point, saying that these lines are parallel to each other and use the same number of arrows on each. Perpendicular lines are lines that intersect to form right angles. This line is coming down, it's actually a line segment. This line segment and this line segment are intersecting at 90 degrees, so they are perpendicular to each other. In this case, I have two parallel lines. Let's use 3 arrows this time. Use any number of arrows as long as it's the same on the lines that are parallel with each other. And we have a line crossing our parallel lines. This is a transversal. Transversal is a line that crosses two or more parallel lines. So in each of our cases down here that we're going to look at, we're going to have two pairs of parallel lines, and we're going to have a transversal in each case. So our first angle relationship that we're going to look at are alternate angles. So in this case, we're going to use our parallel lines, and we're going to find that this angle and this angle are equal to each other. And if we use our parallel line as the top of our Z, this is the back of the Z, and going down, it actually makes a Z pattern. We could do this backwards as well. Angle B and angle B going this way are equal to each other as well. So our Z might be an opposite to a Z. Those are also alternate, meaning this one and this one are equal, this one and this one are equal to each other. Or if we turn the whole thing on its side, we still have the Z shape. If we call those two are equal to each other. So we might have this shape, where they're equal to each other, those angles in there and there. And we also have, going the other way, where these two are equal to each other. This angle and this angle are equal to each other. So alternate angles, I'll take out the highlighter, form a Z shape. Or they form a Z shape on its side. Or they might go the other direction, might form a Z turn on its side that way, or a Z turn on its side that direction. In each case, the angles alternate to each other are equal. Second type we're going to look at is corresponding angles. In this case, we're going to look for an F pattern. Those two angles in our F pattern are going to be equal to each other. And if I look at this using my transversal, I'm just going to use part of the transversal and come to here. Here's my arms of the F, saying that this angle and this angle are equal to each other. It also works if I flip it. Here's my transversal and the parallel lines. This angle and this angle, which I'll call F, are equal to each other as well. As before, if we flip it on its side and still using the transversal as the back, as the spine of the F, this angle and this angle, which I'll call G, are equal to each other. And going the other way, flipping it up, those are equal to each other as well. So in that case, I might spin my F either back and forth. In each case, all those angles are equal to each other. And you might have already noticed as well that I have it going the other way, or I have another F shape coming up like this. Meaning this angle and this angle are also equal to each other. And going the other way, that this angle and this angle are also equal to each other. I could do the same thing on this going the other way. This one and this one are the same, and this one and this one are the same. Finally, we're going to end with co-interior angles, which are the angles contained between the two parallel lines. So let's look at angle J and angle K. And in this case, they aren't equal to each other, but when you add J plus K, you always get 180 degrees. So J plus K, the co-interior, which are going to make a C shape, or C shape would be better going in the other direction, add up to 180 degrees. So if I call this L and M, angle L plus angle M are also going to add up to 180 degrees. So in this case for co-interior, we're looking at those two adding up to 180, or those two adding up to 180, and going the other direction, we also get the so N and P, I guess I'm going P plus N are 180 degrees because they're contained within, so we also get the shape like this, those two adding up to 180 degrees, and Q plus angle O also add up to 180 degrees, so it could be an upside down as well. So in the case of parallel and perpendicular lines, as soon as we have a transversal crossing them, we end up with all these different patterns. We have alternate angles where the Z shape, they're equal to each other. Corresponding angles where we look for an F shape, and the bottoms in each case of these are equal to each other. And we also have co-interior angles formed where the two angles contained between the parallel lines add up to 180 degrees. Be sure to check the class website for additional examples, the assignment, and other information.